advertisement. They've done a lot of work. Michael Ray's done a lot of work, too. We saw a tattoo a little bit ago. Wait do you see the T-shirt that's on underneath there. But as far as the Harley-Davidsons, Mike, in the offseason, horsepower development was job #1. This is a team that made 305 dyno pulls all of last year, made 260 in February alone, and they now have a piece that'll play again.
Well, the Harleys didn't get any rules changes on theirs, but what happened was they had some time to run some dyno runs and make the horsepower, because they didn't really get it last year because the rules changes became so late.
Wow.
And look at that run by Michael Ray. How about that? Oh, man.
Celebration looks like they won.
George Price loving that. Wow.
Only one 670 pass all of last year. It was Hector Arana Sr. Michael Ray has done it already this year.
And let me tell you, the conditions aren't that great. Obviously, I mean, this was a very good pass. Just carrying the front end. Michael Ray was 105 and 60 foot, a very good 60-foot time. Not the quickest we've seen, but boy, that thing just ran all the way down the racetrack.
Do I have to say career best? No. And we talked about the T-shirt. It's green and it reads on the front, I lost a bet to Matt Smith. It seems like I'm always finishing second to him. Go, Matt Smith. Well, what are we talking about? Take a look at the backside. Lost at go-karting, lost a 49ers football bet, and obviously lost that NHRA Mellow Yellow Championship. Coming up oh so close to the champ, Matt Smith. And he says is now his hero. Is he really his hero, or does it just say that on the shirt?
He lost the bet, Dave. Come on.
That's right. And you know who designed the T-shirt? That man right there.
Imagine that. Oh, look at Matt's getting pushed away.
Problem. That's the second time, I believe, this weekend.
Yeah, second run.
Second
that's
session
actually
on
the next pair right now, yes.
Well, Roger Brocken heading to the top of the race course. That's where we find Michael Ray, still with that big smile on your face. Are you as surprised as everybody in this booth and everybody that's going to see this on television about that stunning 679 run?
Man, when you ride for Star Racing, you should never be stunned or surprised when you see a bad ET come up on the board. And George had been telling us all weekend, he said, man, if you could just go a few more feet in low gear and really carry that Buell out a little bit longer, I really think there's a 70 left in it. And this morning I was talking to Joe Costello from WFO Radio, and he said, man, do you think anybody will go 70s? I said, I feel pretty confident about it. And earlier when it popped the clutch for the last round of qualifying and the shift light came on for low gear, I could just hear George going, don't push the button, boy. Don't push that button. And I held it out, and as soon as I went through the finish line, I could just tell it was screaming RPM, and I knew it was a great pass. And just can't say enough about these guys. They literally have not taken a day off since they got home from Pomona. And I saw you guys joking about the 1984 Gator Nationals. I was still in my mama's belly when Tommy Johnson was making his debut, so I'm not trying to make anybody feel old, but I'm just having such a great time. I mean, everybody from Emily Oil and Mellow Yellow putting this on. The fans have been so awesome all weekend. And yeah, there's my T-shirt. I lost my bet to Matt Smith, but I'm sitting here talking to you boys about it, so I don't mind losing a football bet to him as long as I get to hang out and talk to you guys all the time.
Did you just have to wear the shirt yesterday, or do you have it on under your leathers right now?
No, I just had to wear it yesterday, and trust me, I caught enough heck yesterday for wearing it that I don't want to have to put it on ever again. But I'm going to take it home. I tried not to do a lot of work with it, and you know, so I wouldn't get it dirty. And so I'm going to frame it and put it up because it was in good fun, and it's a good way to show that even off the track, when we're not here every weekend trying to beat each other up, that on the sidelines we still have a little rivalry going on.
Take a quick breath, grab a swig of Mellow Yellow here.
Hey, Michael, I got another question for you that's a little more along the serious side. I believe you and I were talking at Pomona at the end of last year, and you said it looked like within a couple weeks you might have something along the lines of a multi-year sponsorship deal lined up. What, you know, how have things progressed? Is there anything still out there?
Yeah, you know, unfortunately with the removal of Rupp and Sovereign from our program, it definitely put a big crank in our system. But we're dedicated, and we're going to stay with it this year. We're definitely looking for, you know, some full-time funding, as in there's a lot of drivers out here that are looking for it. And it's not easy, but we got a lot of great people from Texas. I mean, the Gottsacker family has just supported this program with myself and Star Racing for quite a while, and they're definitely committed to seeing us take that #2 off of it and put a #1. So to say that we're going to be around for 3 or 4 more years, if we can win the championship this year, I just might let Ken Johnson and George retire and go back to Texas and buy me a new boat to hook up to my new truck and just hang out for a little bit. But right now we're just going to take it race to race and try and put on a good show. And if we can get somebody on board that wants to come have fun with us, come on down.
Pole sitter, nice job.
Thank you very much. Just very excited and kind of surprised, to be honest with you. Still living up on the hill.
Nice job, Michael.
Thanks.
And back up at the start line.